Vocals, the fundamental part of a song. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to transform your vocals. Let's get right into it. Let's go straight to the juice. Let's go inside the project. I've taken this beat from a couple of videos ago and I slapped on some vocals, and this is how it sounds before anything.
Yeah, you in them made me, then them baby, you killing them and got me going crazy. How'd you get so much these, bro? Cause I've been writing since a young and talking EZOs.
So they already sound really good before any mixing, but obviously they're not perfect and we're here to fix them. First off, let's listen to the vocals without anything and let's analyze them.
Yeah, you in them made me, then them baby, you killing them and got me going crazy.
You probably didn't understand anything, but I'm gonna guide you through what I thought while I was listening to them. First off, I listened to how the frequencies sounded, because obviously when you record, you are in a room. And if the room is not treated well, you're gonna have some resonances on your vocals. And mostly these resonances are between the low-mid frequencies. Next thing that I wanted to listen for was the S and if the vocals were harsh. And short answer, these vocals for me are quite harsh. Before recording the video, I went here on the track, I double clicked it, I went here on generic bleeding. That way when I cut anything, it fades into the clip and doesn't just start the clip right over. And I tried to cut all the breaths before the vocals. If they are breaths while you're rapping, don't cut them, but if they are before you're recording, cut them, or even after, cut them. Absolutely. Let's go into the mixing stage. Let's first off right click here on the top and let's highlight vocals. That way I will create a loop, and I am going to mute these vocals down here for now because I want to do something really cool with these after. Let's go into the mixer. I already loaded every single vocal sample here, and I created this pink track. This is going to be my vocal bus. A vocal bus, it's basically a track that groups every single track of your normal vocals. So hold control, select everything, go here, hold the control and click. Before starting the mix, I want to make sure that the volume of all my tracks is the same.
Yeah, you in them made me, then them baby, you killing them and got
around
me
-6 to
going
-3 dBs. Let's hear this one.
so much these, bro, cause I've been writing since a young and talking EZO.
This is a little bit quieter, so let's just turn it up a little bit. Okay, that's good. This one we're going to put compression on the vocals. Everything is gonna sound the same. Okay, so first effect that I like to put on is an EQ. First thing I do is cut all the frequencies under 90 Hz because it's all noise that you don't want in your mix. I'm gonna let you listen to it. I mean, if you told me that that sounds good in your mix, you're probably tripping, so then I'm just going to look for the bad frequencies and I'm gonna cut them off. And the way I do this is I create a bend, I turn it up, I make it a little bit narrower, I click this button here, that way I can listen only to the frequency that I am targeting. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna turn this down. Okay, so I cut all the things that I didn't like, and this is how it sounds before and after the EQ.
Steez, one of the few words to describe me. It just pumps through my veins, no IV. How I woke up in the spot, no ID.
So it sounds a lot more cleaner. So next thing that I like to do is load up a compressor. The way this is going to work is we've got 4 knobs here: threshold, ratio, attack, and release. Ratio means how much the compressor is working. Threshold is a gate. Basically, all the frequencies underneath this threshold will get targeted and all the frequencies over will not get targeted. Let me show you.
Steez, one of the few words to describe.
If I turn it down like this, all these frequencies are getting compressed. If I turn it like this,
Steez,
it's not working because none of the frequencies are getting targeted, just a little bit the peaks. And then obviously we got the attack and release, which means the attack, how fast the compressor starts working, and the release, how fast the compressor stops working. So we want, in this case, a very fast release, about 25 to 50 milliseconds, and the attack about 100 milliseconds is good, or even 70 milliseconds because we don't want it too fast. Let's go. And then the ratio, I like to have a 2:1. That's golden, and let's go.
Steez, one of the few words to describe me. It just pumps through my veins, no IV.
Next thing, you want to make sure that the in gain is the same as your output gain. This means that the volume before you put compression is the same as the volume after you put compression.
Steez, one of the few words to describe me.
Between -6 and -3.
Steez, one of the few words to describe.
It's a little bit up, so Wet gain, just turn that down. Next thing that I like to do is load up a deesser. And like this, we're gonna take off the S. This is basically an EQ, but the deesser is a little bit more precise. A lot of people try to cut the S in the mids. Don't ever do that, because in the mids there's the body of your vocals. If you cut it, your vocals are gonna lose that. So you wanna look for your S in the higher frequencies. It's not gonna sound good. So let's turn this down a little bit.
Steez, one of the few words to describe me.
That's good. Then, after we're done with that, I continue to hear a little boxiness. So we're gonna compress that.
Steez, one of the few words to describe me. It just pumps through my veins, no IV.
One thing, the lower the frequency is, the higher the attack and release shall be. I'm not gonna bother you with waveforms and how it works, but you just need to know that. I am going to use a parallel compression. These are gonna be all our buses, and so we're just gonna do that. So here on the first one, I am going to load up a compressor. We are gonna compress our vocals a whole bunch. So let's go here, let's turn up this knob. To do this, just go here, click with the shift, and then we're gonna route the tracks. This is like a dry wet knob, so if it's turned up all the way, you're gonna hear the effect 100%. If not, you're gonna hear less and less.
Pumps through my veins, no IV. How I woke up in the spot, no ID. Bottles waiting at tables and can.
And then let's turn this down.
Steez, one of the few words to describe me. It just pumps.
This is a little trick that I always do. This way, my vocals sit more in place. They don't mess around with the volume too much, but I emphasize the bad frequencies. And so we're gonna fix them right now. Let's take another EQ. Let's cut off some more stuff. And here I am going to do a dynamic band. Then to fix the harshness, I've got a little trick. I am just gonna use this plugin here, which is called Soothe. Let's go vocals.
Steez, one of the few words to describe me. It just pumps through my veins, no IV.
Let's add some saturation and let's just go a little crazy with it.
When I be rolling, I be hiding the copper. Dope does, she was the dope buzz. Babe that I seen on the scene thus far.
Okay, let's listen without the effects and then with the effects.
Yeah, you in them made me. Then them babe, you killing them and got me going crazy. Yeah, you in them made me. Then them babe, you killing them and got me going crazy.
That's exactly what we wanted. So when I go with the effects, I usually take a little break. That way, if I'm a little ear fatigued, I don't do bullshit. And then I come back to the mix and try to listen for some other errors. Okay, so I let 5 minutes pass just to clean up my ears and forget everything. So let's start adding the effects. So I already labeled everything right here. I don't have the effects here yet. So the first reverb, let's go with a very white reverb. What we're going to do is first off, turn the color to now. This way it sounds nicer. I like a cleaner reverb. The mix up because we're gonna turn out the mix with this knob right here. So don't touch that.
How do you get so much these, bro? Cause I've been
We got the reverb down. Now let's do a little bit of EQ to cut off the frequencies that we don't like, because obviously the reverb is gonna reverberate everything.
But do two hitters, but don't call back. Steez, one of the few words to describe me.
Okay, and once you're done with this, we're going to put a little deesser. I am going to use Soothe because it's much nicer and it's much faster. Then let's turn on this mix knob.
Yeah, you in them made me. Then them babe, you killing them and got me going crazy.
Now let's go with the second reverb, which is gonna be a little shorter. H reverb stereo. Exactly, that's perfect.
Yeah, you in them made me. Then them babe, you killing them and got me going crazy.
Now let's go to the delays. So let's start first off with the fast delay, RL ping pong. This way, delays goes.
Yeah, you in them made me. Then them babe, you killing them and got me going crazy.
And that's pretty much it. So again, let's add an EQ. I just noticed that I wrote here show delay. It's long delay. Same stuff, H delay, same effect. This time, 1/4.
Yeah, you in them made me. Then them babe, you killing them, you killing them.
Fortunately, since the delay works the same, it's just a little slower. We're just gonna copy and paste the effects. We put a lot of effects, as you can hear, but sometimes they don't sound good with the beat, so I'm just gonna listen to everything and decide if the volumes are good or even if they need to be turned up. here on the miscellaneous tab, I am going to add a little effect that I like to put on every vocal, and this is a little secret that I am going to share with you guys. Just go with mod stereo, and here just follow me, just turn that on, center 180, range 180, then put your BPM 96 in this case.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made me.
Turn the mix down, it just makes it cooler.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made me. Then them baby, you killing them and got me going crazy.
Same stuff with the delay, just copy and paste the effects because you're working with like the raw vocal.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made me. Then them baby, you killing them and got me going crazy.
It's like a chorus effect that makes your vocals quieter. Last but not least, let's do something with this pitch down vocals. Let's load up this plugin right here, which is CLA effects, and let's just play with it. So here you can basically have a lot of effects on your vocals.
When I be rolling, I be hiding the copper. Dope
The
does.
difference is freaking huge. Oh my god, I really like how they turned out. Okay, and that's it pretty much. I'm gonna let you guys listen to the finished version right now, and that was it. So I hope that you liked my tips. I hope that your vocals are not gonna be I hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Link is down in the description. Or Yangariess with 3 S's. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.
Hey, ho, let go my egg roll. You're on me.